industry leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs, members of academics, and friends. It's a privilege to be part of Bharat Drone and Robotics Manthan 3.0, a platform that reflects India's growing ambition to become a global leader in drones, robotics, and deep technologies. The theme of today's session, Future Skill for Viksit Bharat, is both timely and significant. As India progresses towards the vision of Viksit Bharat, technology will undoubtedly be one of the strongest pillars for our economic transformation. Drones, AI, robotics, and autonomous systems are no longer technologies of the future. They are becoming integral to agriculture, healthcare, logistics, infrastructure, defense, disaster management, and smart cities. However, technology alone cannot create transformation. It is the people behind the technology, the entrepreneurs, the innovators, the engineers, technicians, and skilled workforce who truly drive the change. This is where SIDBI plays the vital role. As the principal financial institution for promotion, development, and financing of the MSME sector, SIDBI believes that India's innovation story must be built on strong, competitive, and technology-enabled MSMEs. Our mandate extends beyond providing finance. We work to strengthen the entire entrepreneurial ecosystem by supporting startups, facilitating innovation, enabling technology, adoption and promotion of sustainable enterprise growth. India today has one of the world's largest startup ecosystem, with deep tech startups increasingly addressing the complex challenges through indigenous innovation. Many of the enterprises are developing cutting-edge drone technologies, AI applications, embedded electronics, and advanced manufacturing solutions. Yet every innovative idea requires patient capital, mentoring, market access, and institutional support to scale up successfully. SIDBI has consistently partnered with ecosystem stakeholders to bridge these gaps through direct financing, venture capital support, credit enhancement, incubation initiatives, and collaboration with state governments, academic institutions, and industry bodies. Equally important is the need for future-ready skills. Financing innovation must go hand in hand with financing capability. The MSME sector will be at the heart of this transformation. MSMEs possess the agility to innovate rapidly, customize solutions, and generate employment at scale. By integrating advanced technologies into manufacturing and services, they can become a globally competitive while contributing significantly to India's export ambitions. From the direct lending perspective, I would like to highlight the few schemes that are available with us. Patient capital, we are investing directly through incubators, indirectly through AIFs, and through the mode of venture debt also. We have separate teams working for that. From direct financing part of view, we are financing direct machineries, all the project finance. Project finance can be in the form of expansion, it can be in the form of greenfield investments. The requirement can be of working capital, and as far as sustainability is concerned, green finance is a new terminology that is also under consideration, and we are working on the same. The first scheme is Express. Express is for machinery financing, where the MSMEs have 3 years of operations. 3 years of operations, GST requirement, token registration is must. We can give loans up to 3 crores within 24 hours, up to 5 crores to our existing customers. That can be sanctioned. This is done through straight-through processing model, in which automatic, in principle sanction is being given to the customers. Speed. Speed is the growth story. Here the minimum requirement is 3 years of operations with cash profits, and the loans can be given up to rupees 15 crores. We cover here machines and the equipment. Here the project financing requirement can be done up to 100% by taking 25% collateral in the form of FD. The flexible repayment tenure up to 7 years is easily available. Direct credit scheme. Direct credit scheme caters to expansion as well as the greenfield projects for all the capex needs. It can be for land, building, project funding, mix of anything. So the loan can be given up to 10 years and up to 100 crores. 75% of the project cost is being funded here. Staple. Staple, when you see you can take an example of a trader. He is having experience and he wants to set up a new unit. He can go under this scheme. The loan can be given up to 9 years. Amount is 100 crores, and project cost can be covered up to 75%. Arise. The unit is already running. It is in operation for 2 years and wants to go for further expansion for land, working capital, or the machinery finance. Then it can be given under the Arise scheme, where the loan amount goes up to 100 crores. For the smaller needs, we covered for the machines the express requirements under the express scheme, and then up to 15 crores under the speed scheme, and then there are models like Stapan, Arise, and direct credits. Working capital, I have already told you, we can give it in the 3 forms. It is in the form of GST Sahay, where you are already working with your working capital banker, and for project invoice-based financing scheme, this is on-tap financing scheme, where GST invoices are being financed within 30 minutes. You can take it on the basis of seller based or the invoice purchaser invoice based. You can avail it both the ways. It will be given as a top-up facility for your working capital requirements, given through the gap. The gap is there in your balance sheet. DigiCash is another product wherein working capital requirements are being served up to rupees 5 crores, and the cash, the working capital is given in the form of OD within 2-3 days. So working capital requirements, we have tie-ups with IDBI Bank, City Union Bank, Bank of Baroda, and Yes Bank, where you use their platforms and working capital requirements are met by us. DigiCash, I have already told you. Green finance. Green finance, sustainability is the need of the hour. For MSMEs to scale up, you have to take care of requirements, and you have to scale up. You have to be carbon efficient also, and while catering to export, you need to take care you need to declare how many carbon emissions you are already making. For that, we have green energy efficiency schemes, wherein we take care of your requirements and loans are being provided at concessional rates. Aditi. Aditi is a scheme in Delhi NCR, wherein it is for a particular sector, for the scale up of foundry and forging units. It is here interest subvention is given at 3% for medium enterprises and 5% for micro and small enterprises. Edge. Edge is a product wherein your DG set, you can upgrade your DG set in easier forms and get the loan within 2 days, and the assistance is up to 3 crores. End-to-end energy efficiency scheme is a part of green finance scheme, wherein we cover solar PV plant in case you want to buy energy efficient machines, and the unit should be in operation for 3 years. The assistance can be provided up to rupees 15 crores. There are 2 models for funding it. You can go for 100% financing model or 75%, the way you wish. Flexible repayment is up to 7 years. Secure business loan. For your immediate needs, you want to expand, you want to go for marketing, you want to go for R&D, you can take product under this head. This is secure business loan wherein the unit has 3 years of operations and net profit should be there in the last financial year. Loans can be provided up to rupees 20 crores and it is available in foreign currency also. Arogya is the units which are catering to pharmaceutical industry. The requirement is the product is made specially for them. In case they want to go for expansion or setting up a new unit, soft loan component is provided so that their contribution is decreased and it is given to MSMEs who are working in Ayurvedic and homeopathic streams. Loans are given up to rupees 100 crores and the flexible repayment schedule can be made up to 9 years. Cash defense. Cash defense we have already discussed. This is for catering to the to the MSMEs who are catering to defense sector, who are supplying to them and the work order is being funded. More is a scheme wherein we cater for modernization and renovation of restaurants and hotels. These are cash light products, so require different angle by financing. So this is a special product made for them and loans can be given up to rupees 5 crores. Nirman is for machinery equipment. The units which are working in infra category can avail loans in Nirman scheme and the assistance can be provided up to rupees 2 crores with flexible repayment period up to 5 years. Safal is for setting up a facility in HSIDC. It specially caters to Haryana and the unit should have 5 years in operations and net profit should be there in past 3 years. The loan flexible repayment period is given for 6 years. PCS is the scheme wherein our existing customers are served for their immediate requirements or any requirements in terms of enhanced working capital, their marketing requirements, their R&D requirements, or in case there is a gap. In case there is a gap, they are looking for. So we have 3 options here: silver, gold, and platinum. This is only for our existing customers, wherein wherein financing is being provided to them. GST Sahay we have already discussed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure.
For say setting up a semiconductor plant, something for drone under CGT NSE, if it is a new company, say Greenfield, which wants to come up under CGT NSE, then what are the particulars to that focus?
So we can discuss it separately also. But yes, for setting up a new greenfield enterprises, we can give that. So we need to take care of how the project report is made, what are your market expectations, how you are going to serve the debt. While giving finance in the form of debt, the main key point is how the debt is going to be served. The the repayment should come out through the project. If it is a viable project, then it is always a doable.
Under CGT NSE?
Yes, it can be anything.
My name is Arun. I just wanted to have discussed a lot of loans and all these type of schemes. But is there anything for innovation or R&D? I am talking about not only funds. It should be basically, is it a grant or a loan?
So whatever I have discussed here while standing on this podium is only about debt. Debt is always to be repaid back. When it is to be a grant is always given by state government.
ऐसा कोई गवर्नमेंट का स्कीम है क्या? इनोवेशन फंड जैसे बात हो रही है, R&D अगर आप R&D ही नहीं करोगे, रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट ही नहीं करोगे, तो प्रोडक्ट बनाने के बाद तो छोड़ दीजिए, आपको बहुत टाइम लगेगा.
That was discussed yesterday and we have So that is being looked after by state government. We are lenders.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Means you have only loans.
We have loans. We have investing in startups through AIF's route. We are investing in startup through venture debt route also. We are investing in startup along with incubators also. We are entering. We are giving the capital in various forms.
Startup India is a grant scheme as well as DST has some grant schemes. तो वो हम balance करते हैं. Especially with drones तो DST वाले. Startup India 20 lakhs तक देता था. 20 lakhs तक देता था. ये existing scheme के ज़्यादा पैसे खत्म कर दी scheme.
सर 20 lakhs में आज के डेट में जैसे मैं 5 जॉब कर रहा हूँ सर 20 लाख में कुछ नहीं होता है.
और ग्रांट देते हैं.
2 करोड़ तो कॉलकॉम ले लेगा फिर से स्टैक देने के लिए. तो कहाँ से आप डेवलप करा दोगे? ग्राउंड रियलिटी सर.
मैं आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा आइडिया देता हूँ. तो I have researched the what I've written on also.
वो एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि आप कॉमर्स एंगल से बैठ करके देख रहे हैं और मैं इंजीनियर हूँ तो मुझे तो इंजीनियरिंग करनी पड़ेगी ना. तो इंजीनियरिंग करने के लिए तो मैं हवाई जहाज ऊपर लगा करके यही पूछ सकता क्या है प्रैक्टिस इंजीनियरिंग सवाल क्या है.
Yeah, I will show you. So there is a best practice you can use. I will be showing you that.
तो प्रॉब्लम वही है कि 20 लाख रुपए 10 लाख रुपए वो चना से आप चाहोगे कि यहाँ पर स्काई रूट का रॉकेट बन जाए इम्पॉसिबल नहीं. इस चीज पर थोड़ा सा गवर्नमेंट को ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि लोन तो तभी यूज करेंगे लोग मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में तो तब आएंगे ना जब हम कुछ बनाएंगे.
इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स भी होता है ना सर जिसमें अभी
सर आईएसआई की सर सेमीकंडक्टर की बात छोड़ दीजिए. सेमीकंडक्टर 3000 करोड़ से लेकर के 10,000 करोड़ का लगता है. तो आप जान नहीं रहे हो इसलिए आप उस पर बात कर रहे हो. एमएसएमई कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता सेमीकंडक्टर पे.
I have a question for the
Yes.
cash facility.
Yes.
What is the eligibility criteria for cash facility? So it is based on the purchase order that we have already.
Yes.
Let's say I have a purchase order of 10 crores, but we don't have much of financial risk. Which is typical case with all the startups.
Yes, it is a new entity, but you need to be registered with Udyam and you need to bring the work order. We need to confirm the work order. Then we can take it.
I have the work order. My question is, to be very precise, I don't have much of financial risk. Startups, I have an order of 10 crores. Last year, I was work order like that, use case, वो भी process under the cash facility.
सर आपको किस मिनिस्ट्री से ऑर्डर मिला है?
Minister.
मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ डिफेंस से डायरेक्टली मिला है. And you don't have any manufacturing facility?
Now, I have manufacturing facility. I have already delivered to another command. My question is basically I have been to the city offices. अब उसमें basically I applied for the scheme and what I am getting back is like I need to have some eligibility criteria and financial health of the company has to be informed.
Yes.
I should have delivered a contract of let's say 10 crores. अब 10 crore का order एक startup के लिए मैं कहाँ से?
Sir, we can see if we can go for relaxation. Please, we will take it separately. Thank you.